in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The Zips will have a first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Curry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Zips line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return, and he's going to get it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Zips will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to... They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Zips have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Gant. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Good right. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a little space. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Zips want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll try the outside to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A quarterback sneak on 2nd down. The only thing I can think of is he thought he'd catch them napping. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Give to the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Using his feet. He's not going to get there. Stop. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Oh, a lot of space. The 30. At the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
The Zips will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Akron! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This is a designed run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Finley. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Second down.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Finley. With the catch, it's Cole. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Got to find a completion on this one. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done, and listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row, it's not good. They got to figure something out, but...
Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home to the Toledo Rockets. A great crowd getting revved up and anxious for kickoff in this one. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. At the 35, he's loose. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The option look. He'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling.
There he goes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Zips trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it's no good after that miss. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. He'll toss it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Zips will try to pick it up on 4th down. On the move. How about that defense? They try to get it outside on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the Zips are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. On the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Gets it. 36-yard line, first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Here comes the option. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Curry. Knocked off his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kick. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Got his man. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a... Trying to get behind the defense. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
This time it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Working that wide receiver screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Newell. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is right down the gut of the field. Defense trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Caught in the backfield, it's Curry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Working that left side now.
matchup now between two conferences with long intertwined histories, and it hasn't always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome to First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, the home of the Vanderbilt Commodores. As we're going to see the NC State Wolfpack taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Commodores will kick this away to get us going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense comes on the field first today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Commodores offense out there for their first possession. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
Last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other, but that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and on. What a game we had. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback will keep it, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Aguilar. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Commodores in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
They kick it away on fourth down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second. And
he's going up top. Snags it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. play action. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking for a man, it's Pavia. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Commodores are marching down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Fisher. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Commodores have taken it inside the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll immediately call timeout. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. defense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Vols need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Toss to the outside. Find some fresh air. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Trying play action. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To throw, it's Aguilar. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the 1st down. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running the option. It's Bobbitt. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. It's Dillon. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Vols will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The give to the fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Discards him with the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Handoff to the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to pass, it's Pavia. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Goes to the option. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Doors.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Vols want to move quickly.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Aguilar. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. The give to the big fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Newberry. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sticks it in his belly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Staley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Third and goal for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Volunteers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got them pinned back and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. The option look. Quick toss. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Now on the option. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got it in the middle at Sherrill. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Lost to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock now under 30 seconds and running. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Grab near the marker. It's Sherrill. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Last chance coming up. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.